Welcome to Mogul Talk One-on-One. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. And today's topic is, are you truly an entrepreneur? Welcome to Fearless Ambition. Hey, welcome back. This is Mogul Talk One-on-One. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. I already told you today's topic is, are you truly an entrepreneur? And if you are, welcome to Fearless Ambition. Basically, welcome to my world. Welcome to my mindset. Welcome to how I think. That's why I branded my company, Fearless Ambition, named it, started it in 2018. And it's a brand development company. Now, the whole thing about, are you truly an entrepreneur? Now, that was a question I had to really ask myself so I can basically answer it, so I can regenerate the question and ask everybody that's watching today. Because I don't really believe everybody knows what it takes. And sometimes you never know what it takes until you're going through it, because you got to grow through whatever you go through. All right. Big shout out to 2023. I almost forgot. 2023 is here. Okay? Yeah. Get motivated. Stay motivated. Get on top of it. What my man Puff said, get in your bag and stay in your bag. 2023. Okay? But the most important thing I want y'all to know about this year, then I'm going to get right back to the topic. If you don't have your health and you ain't got peace, nothing else really matters. If you got health and you got peace in your life, no matter what stage you are in, you just as wealthy as anybody else, to be honest with you, because there's somebody in the world that would love to trade places with you. Believe that. And I tell people all the time, no matter how you wake up, no matter how you go to bed, no matter what's going on in your mind, no matter what's pissing you off today, no matter what's bothering you, when you think about how bad you feel you have it, and I'm speaking from experience, there's always somebody who will switch places with your life. They will tell you straight to your face, I will switch places with you today. Just think about that. Now let's get back to the topic. Wait a minute, I got to take some of my tea right here because we're going to talk. All right, New York Giants, you already know what it is. I don't care what they do. That's my team for life. New York for life. Harlem for life. Getting off the topic. Back to, are you truly an entrepreneur? On Mogul Talk One-on-One. See, I'm here basically not to just give you the game, this, that, and the third. I'm here to basically reinstate your purpose and re-spark your motivation. People really feel that, well, generally speaking, not everybody, some people really feel that they could just be an entrepreneur. And that's great. That's great. Everybody should feel like that. You should feel you could do anything, right? The truth of the matter is, you see what you built like from your first rejection. You see what you're built like from the first time somebody tell you, no, I don't see no purpose of us networking together. I see no reason why we should ever do business together. You see what you're built like the soon as you put your heart and soul into something and you created something and a group of people tell you that will never work. Ain't nobody messing with that. That would never make no money. You should really stick to your 9 to 5. When you hear those words and you deal with that situation, if you allow that to settle in your soul and you hear more of the rejection than you hear your own creation in your mind, then you're not going to be an entrepreneur. See, I'm going to break down these two words to you. Fearless, and it's more than a brand to me. It's a way of life. It truly is. I mean, really it is. I have it tattooed from one shoulder all the way across my chest to the other shoulder. And I had that done way before I created the company. I started a blog many years ago when I used to work at the Matrix Studios. Shout out to my man DWI, my brother Big Vaughn, my square, in the Bronx. And that was one of the first places they ever had internet radio. Before podcasts, look it up, internet radio. DWI was definitely the first in New York to ever do it. Before they put cameras in radio stations, he was the first one to do it in New York. He really was. And by working there, I worked with a DJ who told me he had a website. And he knew that I used to be on the internet radio, and I had a show called Mogul Radio, where I basically build a bridge between stocks, ETFs, bonds, day trading, real estate investment, everything that you could think about that could make money. And I still was playing hip hop, R&B, and everybody else, because I felt music brings people together. So while I'm talking to you about all these things that might put you to sleep, you still want to stay in touch with what I'm saying, because I'm making sure that you're dancing at the same time. And that's what Mogul Radio was about. Shout out to everybody who helped me with Mogul Radio too. Miss A-List, my brother June, everybody. Okay, now, fearless ambition. You got to be fearless to be an entrepreneur. That don't mean you're going to be the richest. That don't mean you're going to make all the money. That don't mean you're going to be this, that, and the third. But you have to be fearless first. Fearless. And fearlessness is not something people can see. It has to be inside you. You have to know every day that you're going to get rejected. You have to realize every single day that someone's going to tell you, nah, I'm not working with you. Nah, I don't think your ideas are that good. Nah, I don't see why I would ever involve my money with your money. Nah, I don't want to invest in anything that you're talking about. I'm good. Especially if they already have it. Now, it's one thing, I'm going to tell you something. I had a meeting with very well-known, successful shark. I'll put it like that. I'll let y'all figure that out. Years ago, when I used to work for this other company. Now, having that meeting, sitting down with this person, I was I was asked. This was my meeting with this boss, okay? CEO of the whole thing, big boss. Now he's a big shark, okay? First question out his mouth. How the F can you make me some money? That was my introduction. How the F can you make me some money? And I had to sit there and I had to think, I'm in front of a big time multi-millionaire who don't need me. That's when it really educated me. A millionaire is asking me, how can I make him another dollar? Because basically, why is he involving himself with me? Why is he allowing me to be involved with his corporation if I'm not going to benefit his corporation? It's not about what he can do for me. He got it. He's like, bro, it's about what can you do here? Because I've already established myself. We're already built. We're already in the Empire State Building. We already have 3-4 floors. We got it. Why do I need you? And I was stuck because I didn't know how to answer that question. But it educated me. It elevated my brain on entrepreneurship. Because I realized if I wasn't fearless, he would kick me up out of there. He knew. The only reason why I even had a chance is because I stayed in the fire. And I stayed there. And I tried to come up with anything I could come up with to show I have value. I have worth. I can do something here. Before they even paid me. I worked for a year and didn't get paid. Not a dollar. But I was there 4 or 5 days out the week, putting in the work to show that I have value and I have consistency. I was fearless. Okay? Now you put together ambition. Now ambition is not something you can train people. You can train somebody to be fearless. You can reset their mind. Okay? But you can't train ambition. I don't care who you are. You cannot train ambition. Ambition is different. Ambition is getting up, not only dealing with the rejection, but believing in yourself to the point where you cannot be denied. Now, I know you say that might be the same thing as fearless. No. Fearless is basically you putting your stuff together and you gonna let the world know that you here. Okay, this, that, and third. Ambition is constantly, consistently coming up with creative thoughts and ideas of services or products that you feel that this world may need, that you can benefit from financially. Constantly. So going back to when I wrote this blog, and I named the blog Fearless Ambition. And I named the blog that because of 3 big-time entrepreneurs that I saw. Now, mind you, this was going back. My company's only been legal since 2018. I must have wrote this blog back in 2002. I named it Fearless Ambition then because I named it thinking about doing my research on Earl Grey Jr., Black Enterprise, Oprah Winfrey, and Barry Gordy. And I said, what do these 3 people have in common? They all have fearless ambition. And I'm not going to go into all their stories. You can look them up for yourselves, and I'm pretty sure you know who they are. But what do they have in common? They all was in different industries, but they all have the similar DNA. And fearless ambition is just that. It's DNA. It has to be inside your blood. It has to be inside what you do. You have to understand it ain't going to work unless you put the work in. It ain't going to work unless you show up and show out. It ain't going to work. So are you truly an entrepreneur? Because being an entrepreneur is not just being able to pop the bottles when the success happens. Being an entrepreneur is being able to put your head down, get to the grind. Don't worry about any kind of shine and just grind and hustle and create. But you got to be able to sell. You got to be able to separate. You got to be able to separate in order to elevate. And I know you've heard that before, but it's the truth. Because when you are truly an entrepreneur, you will see there's going to become a time in your life, professional life, personal life, where you are truly going to have to say, I don't have the time. I can't deal with that right now. I got to take care of this. And that is going to cause you friendships. It's also going to cause you personal relationships. But that's your journey. Because an entrepreneur's journey is not one that everybody, it's one that everybody wish they could have if it's successful. But if it's not successful, nobody wants your life. Because you know what they saw about you. Oh, he a dreamer. She a dreamer. Oh, you see what? Oh, she's still doing that. Oh, he's still doing that. And then they try to belittle what you do by using that word, little. Oh, that little idea he had. Oh, I seen them little t-shirts she put together. Oh, yeah. You got to separate yourself from all that. You do. Be able to put yourself in the circle of people that think like you, move like you, react like you, in order for you to network correctly. Or be smart enough to know how to separate the two, because everything don't go together. I'm sorry. I think everybody wish they could say everybody and everything goes together, but it don't. Some things go together for today. Some things go together for tomorrow. And you may not be tomorrow. You might be yesterday. So I'll deal with you from yesterday, but I can't deal with you from tomorrow because you are not the future. You are the past or the present, but you are not the motivational factor to take me to the future. And you got to respect that if I tell you that. They got to let you go. So when I say, are you truly an entrepreneur? It's truly a question of, do you have what it takes to deal with the bad times? Not just celebrate the great times, because people don't understand. It takes a long time to make a company explode. It does not happen overnight, people. Everything is not Instagram and TikTok and everything. Everything is not popping bottles. Everything is not, oh my God, look at me with the hookah. Everything is not that. That's what people show you. But no one wants to show you what it takes to get there when you're doing it by yourself and ain't nobody there with you but you, your ideas, and your fearless ambition. Nobody's there. That's all you have. So that's the question I put out to you. Are you truly an entrepreneur? And then mind you, I'm not saying about, not being successful. I'm saying, can you handle the pressure? Can you put it on your shoulders? Can you truly sit back and say, I'm ready to deal with rejection. I'm ready to deal with learning, not failure, but the learning process of not succeeding, of people not believing, of people not contributing, of people not networking. Can you deal with that? Keep pushing forward and still get to where you want to be in life. And if you can deal with that, then you're an entrepreneur, especially when you make the numbers make sense. When you turn that dollar into 10 and you turn that 10 into 50, you turn that 50 into 100, and you turn that 100 into a stack, then it makes sense. Then you can understand why you had to sell it, why you had to separate to elevate. Then you can understand the sacrifices. Then you can understand why everybody ain't built for everything, and everybody's conversation is not for everybody. My entrepreneur conversation and business terminologies and the conversation I may have with this individual may not be the conversation I'm going to have for you. Because I know for a fact we don't need to speak like that. We don't need to engage like that. Because we are not on that level. We are right here. And I will stay right there to have that conversation with you. But I'm not going to stay right there in life. When it comes time to making business moves and making things happen and generating income, I'm no longer having those conversations with you at all. I'm over here where my conversations could be appreciated, and my conversations could be compensated. That's where I need to be. So, fearless ambition. Welcome to my world, because you got to have it. You got to have it. You got to live it. And I live it every single day. And as a brand development company, my job is to create brands that I can, create services and products, but at the same time, to help other people create their brands and services and products. So if you have something that you need help on, which is a brand, management, marketing, strategies, email me, fearlessambitioninc@gmail.com. Okay? And we can get together and we can talk about it. And then we can see how my company can help your company. Maybe your company can help my company. But either way, that's what it's about. This is Mogul Talk 101, and I appreciate y'all being here so much with me, man. My name is Kadon Sterling. All right, don't forget to watch Cars, Golf, and Cigars, also here on YouTube. All right, and we're on Patreon, too, for all my cigar reviews. Cars, Golf, and Cigars on Patreon as well. The Etsy store is open for business. Mogul Mindset, one word, on Etsy.com to pick up all the entrepreneur apparel and Mogul Mindset apparel. It's on Etsy. Go get it now. I thank y'all so much, and I'll see you on the next one.